Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. If you are new, I am Sunflower and I am here to do a gear review to show you what we are bringing on the Appalachian Trail. My husband Traveler, he's going to be doing his video later on because he is not here right now to show you, so we will be doing them separate. So I will go ahead and start off first with my big 3 items that I will be bringing along. And first one is my pack. It is the Ultralight Southwest. And I've tried it out and it works great. No problems with that one. The next one is my sleeping bag. I've got the Mountain Hardwear Bishop. And I'll explain later on the degrees on this one. I will actually be putting a full list of everything onto the channel so you can see that as well. The next one is our tent. We chose the Big Agnes, the UL3, just so it can give us a little bit extra space. So I have that with the tarp, the poles, and the stakes. Now to go from there is my sleep system. So we've got the Outdoor Vitals, just the pad that goes underneath just to give us a little bit extra warmth when we're sleeping. And I have an REI Co-op, I believe this is the Flash, yeah, the Red Flash pad. And this is my pillow, which is Trekology. I've had both of these for a long time and I've not had any problems with them. They've held air consistently for me. And inside of my sleeping bag, I will have my liner. And this one is Cocoon. And this just gives me some extra warmth while I'm sleeping. And I do also have some booties. These are Enlightened Equipment booties because my feet do get cold at night, which I do have some wool socks as well. But for me, my hands and my feet get the coldest, so anything to keep them warmer works for me. And while I'm sleeping, I have some thermals, fleece lined, that keep me warm throughout the night. I've worn them when we were hiking in 15-degree weather and it has worked out. Now for what I'll be wearing on the trail is some fleece lined leggings from Bayleaf. And for some reason, if those are not gonna keep me warm, I do have some other fleece lined pants that I had gotten from REI that are soft and comfortable. So these will be ones that I'll probably put over my leggings. And with that, I do have my sun shirt that is a 1/4 zip. I will be wearing this. And over that, I am going to be wearing my Sky Goat to give me some extra warmth. I'm all about keeping warm. Next is my gloves. I have some REI fleece lined gloves. If it starts to rain or to snow and I don't want those to get wet, I do have some glove liners that are waterproof that will also help protect me. And for my head during the winter, since we are starting early and it's gonna be cold, I just have a regular beanie. It's lined, actually it might be fleece lined, and it's nice and warm, keeps my head warm, protects me because I don't like to be cold. Like I said, I do have a fleece buff as well that I've worn it many times and it keeps me nice and warm. Let's see, what else? Oh, my jacket. I have Decathlon jacket that I picked out I'm not sure of the degrees. I'll let you know later. I love the color, and that was one of the things I did like about it. And I have, of course, Darn Tough socks, 2 different pairs to keep my feet good. And I do have Injinjis. They are being washed because I did use them not too long ago. And so those are another pair of socks that I will be taking as well to prevent blisters. I have my Topos. These are very comfortable. The moment I put them on, I knew these were the ones that I was going to be taking. And they have a little bit of that arch for me because I'm not a flat foot person. And here is my Dirty Girl gaiters. I've had these for a long time, and they help keep the rocks out. And here is a hat that I will be wearing during the summer, or if I'm not wearing my beanie, just to keep the sun out of my face, or when it's raining, I don't like the rain hitting my face. So this will also help, and it's very breathable and light. Now for my undergarments, I have sports bras and underwear. They are by Hoo-Ha. Not sure if you've heard of them. They are really good brand, very durable, breathable, and they have the antimicrobial, especially for women. And during the summer, I'll show you, I have some just regular leggings that I've got, and if I feel like it's a little too chilly, and then if it gets way too hot, I have just a pair of shorts, just generic I've had for a while, and then also just a tank top. And this one I believe is bay leaf as well, and comfortable, lightweight, breathable, moisture wicking, and I love the color. And in case it rains, I do have some rain gear here. I have a Marmot rain jacket that has rain pits, or not rain pits, has the zip pits is what I'm trying to say. So it can give you some more breathability. And this will be going on the outside of my pack. And I have REI rain pants that I got to help out so I'm not getting soaked. And these will also go on the outside of my pack. Oh, and I don't know if I showed you, I've got this buff. This is my summer buff that I'll be wearing for either a headband or however I want, just to protect me. And I've got some camp shoes that I'm going to be wearing. These are Earth Runners. They are very comfortable. They are lightweight. They're great for my feet. I've not had any problems. If they do get wet, they do dry out very quickly. And the traction on these, you can actually wear them hiking, and there is a grounding, so they have copper on them for you. And the material is actually really good and steady, made from, I believe it's like steel in there, woven to keep them more durable for you. Very comfortable. They are actually lighter than Crocs. So if you're wanting to look into them, I would. They're going to be a little bit more expensive, but they're well worth it, and they last a long time. Let's see. I've got first aid kit. In our first aid kit, I've got Tylenol, Imodium, little wipes, anti-diarrheal. I've got all the little goodies that you're gonna need for in there. Now for my little kits for hygiene and stuff like that, I've got some Body Glide toothbrush, toothpaste, some feminine hygienes in here, and nail clippers and a nail file. In my other little pack, I've got my brush, some little towels, little circles. Let's see if I can show you. They're in a bag already. Once you get them wet, they turn into nice cloths, so you can clean yourself up or wash your hands with them or wash your body down. And I also have some hair ties in here, a little towel for if we are anywhere near a creek and I can wash up, just the itty bitty little towel to dry off with if I need it, or for anything else that I need to use it for, to dry off the tent or something like that. And both of these little bags are from Hilltop Packs, so they're really durable. And also have some sunblock. I don't like to get burnt, and I try to make sure I don't, so anything like this will help to not prevent sunburns for me. Now here is some Sawyer Picardin. We've used this several times. For me, the mosquitoes like me a lot, so this has actually helped quite a bit, and I don't get bit as much. And this is also supposed to help for ticks as well. So this will definitely be coming along with us. And I will be spraying all of our clothes with permethrin. And here is my headlamp, just a regular generic headlamp, and it does have the red light and chargeable, works great, very light. Next, I have a head net, and I do have some earbuds in here. They're by Loops. They're very small and they're very good. They cancel out a lot of noise. And then I have just the cork ball for when we're out there rolling my feet, just to keep my feet from cramping up and to protect them. Here is just all my wires and plugs and everything. I have flex tail, I have my night core, and just some extra plugs for when we're out there I can charge everything. And I do have some hot hands. Gonna be bringing these with me and probably picking up as many as I can along the way, just so I don't get cold. And my ditty bag. So we have a trowel. I'm gonna keep it in here so no dirt and stuff gets in anything. I do have some Dr. Bronner soap for when we're washing our hands, some toilet paper, and some hand sanitizer. I have more of those towels that you wet with water to wash your hands with. And I do have, these are just some, for men, they're actually like booty wipes. So I have these for travelers, so he can have those as well. All right, and on to my cook. So here is my cook pot. And we actually made these little cozies, is what they call them, to go over, just so if we're cooking any food, it will keep it warm and cook it a little bit quicker once we're done. And just the regular titanium pot. And this part just comes right on out, right in there, makes it easy. I do have just a handkerchief to clean the pot out for once I'm done eating and if I cook any of the food in there. And one important thing for me is I like coffee in the morning, or even tea or hot chocolate. So this is a Sea to Summit tumbler. I've used it many times on hikes and it works like it's supposed to. And very easy to close down. And here is my little cook stove. Not even sure what this one is. I've had it for so many years, but it's done its job. It's cooked all of my food, so I'm not gonna change anything out. And I will have a little mini Bic lighter that will go in here as well with all of my cook stuff. Move that to the side. Now when we're also cooking, we did make these as well for when we have any of the dried food bags and that we put our meals in here. I can show you. So like these, the Mountain House ones. Once we put our water in there and we're like setting up camp or however we're gonna do it, We just throw them right in there, come back to it, stir it up, put it back in there to keep on heating, so it'll be done by the time we're done. And like I said, we've made these, just followed a few little instructions, and it kind of flattens out the bottom so it can stand up on its own, and very easy. And this is my food bag. So it's a Hilltop Packs food bag, and I do have some food in here. I do have some ready little drink mixes. So there's an active and there's hydrate. There's different ones that I have in here. I got them on Plexus, and they're actually really good, different tastes. So I've had all of the other kind of mixes that people can put in there, and some are all right, but I've seemed to like this one. Like I said, it's called Plexus. And I also have some collagen in here as well. Just, they all have vitamins. It works, it helps me out. I like them, they taste good. And just some other little food stuff in here. I do have my spoon in here. And this one is Navaris, just a spoon. I don't want a fork. This will work for me. And for my water, here is my CNOC 1 liter, the collapsible. I am gonna have this on the front of my pack, along with probably like a smart water bottle on the other side of my pack, just so I can have extra. And with that, I do have my CNOC, this one's my 2 liter, just so I can fill up the water and go ahead and use my Sawyer to filter everything. So this is my system there. Of course, we've got the extra syringe and the little other piece that goes on top for my Sawyer. So just those little things we'll have with us. I do have a fanny pack that I'm going to be wearing. That will just hold probably just a few snacks. I do have my Hilltops pack wallet in here that I'll be carrying as well. And also I have a neck knife. Not sure where we got this one from, but I've worn it on some of my hikes just out here because there is different kind of animals that can come at you. I've never had to use it, thankfully, but it's there if I need it. And just in here, some chapstick. I do have tissues, which I'm probably gonna switch out just to get a handkerchief in here, so it makes it easier and I'm not having to lug around tissues with me. And attached to that is my Circ Care cloth, which is kind of like what everybody has, the Kula cloth. And I've used this a couple times. It's worked, no problems with it at all. I will keep using that one. And I do have an extra little sit pad that I've always taken with me on my hikes. Just throw it down, sit down, so my butt's not on the cold ground. And if I'm unpacking my backpack, this will help as well, so I can throw stuff down on it. Now for my poles, I do have just some REI poles that I've gotten, and they've worked great. I've not had any problems with these ones either, so they will last, I'm hoping, throughout the entire trip. And one last thing, I think I almost got everything, is sunglasses. I do need sunglasses because it's gonna be bright outside. Now these ones I decided to bring along with me are my Wiley X's. I have worn these in some of my videos. They're comfortable, they're lightweight. One thing I do like, if you can see, it does have the polarized pink mirror coating. Now with that, if you're out hiking and it's kind of like mid light when you're going in throughout the trees, it does help you see a little bit better because of that pink on there. It's with the light transmission that comes through, it makes it so much better when you're out hiking. For me, it does. So these are the ones that I'm picking to take with me. And I will be having them in a different case because this one's a little bit bulkier. And I think that is everything. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to send those over. And again, thank you for watching. We will be putting out Traveler's video later. Have a great day.